You have got to hear what Rhea Ripley just said about Dominik Mysterio in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly what she had to say and why I found it so interesting and why you will as well, because Rhea Ripley has been tied to the hip with Dominik Mysterio for a little bit now, over a year now. She really transformed his career at a time in which she was peaking as a WWE star. Now, since SummerSlam, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, they've been trying to get their revenge on both Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio. Ripley and Priest, the Terror Twins, as they know, will get their chance to get the hands on Morgan and Mysterio at Bash in Berlin at that PLE. Now, this obviously comes after a lot of back and forth with Rhea Ripley and Dominik Mysterio, in which these two, look, when Rhea went on her run of 2023, she quickly found her way with Dominik Mysterio. And Dominik Mysterio, he was a guy that first broke in as Rey Mysterio's kid, who everyone tolerated with. And then he turned heel, turning on Edge and Rey Mysterio and joining the Judgment Day and become one of the, if not the biggest and best heels in all of pro wrestling. Now, that leads me to today's topic, because obviously at SummerSlam, Dominik Mysterio, he made it very clear after weeks upon weeks of teasing that he is not with Rhea Ripley. In fact, he's with Liv Morgan because he helped Liv Morgan retain the Women's World Championship over Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam, costing Rhea her chance to get revenge on not only Liv, but also get her revenge by taking Liv Morgan's Women's World Championship. Now, while speaking on a recent Instagram Live, Ripley was asked by a fan if she could actually stand Dominik or if she actually hates Dominik Mysterio. Now, in her response, I found it quite interesting because Rhea Ripley, she is like a lot of people out there finding the lines. And they're blurred sometimes between storyline and reality, because outside the ring, Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio, they're still the bestest of friends, yet on television, they're hated enemies, right? Rhea is trying to destroy Liv Morgan inside and out, and Dominik Mysterio is just simply getting in her way. In a response to this question, Ripley said that she could never actually hate Dirty Dom because of the history in which they have. This is what she had to say, and you got to give her credit for explaining all of this. She said this: "That's a tough question. I don't think I fully hate him. Obviously, he's really pissed me off. I don't think I can actually ever properly hate him just because legit going to work the past couple of years has been so easy and so pleasurable. It's been amazing watching him grow into the man that he's become. He's not really that man right now anymore because he became a man and was doing well for himself. He had that anger and his heat behind him. Every time that he would go out there and he'd actually stand a chance against people. Now, it's a little different, but I can't say I actually hate him. I'm still proud of him, which sucks. I don't think I'm ever going to get, I don't think I'm ever not going to be proud of him unless he keeps going on this decline that he's on. Like I said, the past couple of years, we've experienced too much together. We've been able to do way more than just go to World. We've got to go to Australia together. We've got to done all these things. We've got done ghost tours together. We've traveled together. I don't think I can actually hate him. He's just really effed me up and broken my heart. Now, I'm going to break every single limb in his body. Seems fair. Yeah, I would say so. Kind of stumbled over her words there for a little bit, and I apologize for that. But you get the gist, right? She's keeping kayfabe alive. You got to love that about Rhea Ripley. You got to love that about this feud with her and Dominik, because Dominik Mysterio, whether you like him or you don't, he has always had something. Like, you saw something in him, you just couldn't put your finger on it. He literally had to find it himself. And I think a lot of people don't realize or even give him this benefit of the doubt, which is he was a young guy when he came in. It is very, very hard to come into the world of pro wrestling as the son of Rey Mysterio, and people take you seriously and make everything that you do matter, right? WWE, they started off strong with Dom. They put him in a feud with Seth Rollins after Seth took out Rey Mysterio's eye. Do you remember that during the pandemic in 2020? Jesus, that was bad. He made his in-ring debut at SummerSlam 2020. Yeah, I remember that. But Dominik Mysterio, he was shortly put into a tag team with his father, Rey Mysterio. And yeah, they were baby faces, but no one believed in Dom. He wasn't the greatest of workers. He cut a horrible promo. And he just looked awkward out there because he was trying to find his way. It was something in which the company was trying to fit him into this mold that just simply wasn't going to work. And it never did work. And so when he turned heel, they were like, oh, well, WWE has something now. And then we turned out that, oh, Dominik Mysterio is actually a pretty good heel. Imagine that. And as he has found this character, as he's got better with this character, as they've been able to push the envelope with this character, he's been able to do more heel work. He's actually one of, if not the best heels in all of pro wrestling. Now, I understand a lot of people are going to get offended by that. That's rightfully so. This is an opinion-based question, right? Or a hot take, if you will. If you wanted to get my take, who is the best heel in all of pro wrestling, I'm going to have to say that it's MJF. I don't think anyone is doing a better job than MJF in AEW, considering he's just coming off of All In and the Will Ospreay match. But in WWE, I think it's hard to argue against the man, right? Liv Morgan, she's a pretty good heel. Solo Sikoa, he's a fine heel. Logan Paul is a good heel. Drew McIntyre, I think he's more of a tweener than anything. Like, I don't think he's a full-blown heel yet where you boo because you don't like anything about him. Most of the time, people respect his epic pro game on social media, right? But in terms of just pure heel heat, you just can't stand the guy. You can't stand looking at him. I would say Dominik Mysterio has that honor, and rightfully so. Now, look, Rhea Ripley, I love the fact that they're doing this mixed tag team match. I love the fact that they have been able to continue the storyline. I love the fact that they did the SummerSlam match, and now we are going to be building towards a second match. In my opinion, I think we can get 3 matches out of this dynamic duo, this epic feud, if you will. It just matters of when WWE wants to do it, how quickly they want to get through this. Triple H, he has been able to show that he is quite patient with storylines and feuds and setting things up and letting them slow burn. And I think that's exactly what we're going to get with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. I think it's that good, and I think that they see the numbers in which they are drawing across social media and television. I think they're doing that good of a job. So I would expect this to extend it to 2025 if I had to guess. But hey, I could be wrong. Let me know down in the comments below whether or not you agree or not, as my dog attacks me as I'm recording this. I don't know why. Anyway, and I will let y'all know how this dog does. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'm see y'all in the next video. Peace.